What's good, beautiful people? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is OSM. My name, of course, is Imono Kwame Sapo, but you know where to find me at Olele Salvador. And today we are back again with another exciting episode of In Case You Missed It. Now, in case you missed it, two shows held in the UK, London to be precise, Stonebwoy's headline show, which of course was part of his up and running tour, and you have Alodia Promotions and Aquaba UK also coming through with the Aquaba UK Independence Day celebration concert. Now, prior to these shows, there were a lot of conversations. I decided to sit on the fence and watch because I just thought that some of these conversations were unnecessary. Anyways, I'll get to the conversations. But in case you missed it, here are some highlights of what happened at these two shows.
Let's go now. mosquito the bite. Can't take mosquito the bite.
Yo, let me hear you say rap, top.
Somebody say Boza. Yeah, hold it. That's wrong for now.
Now we want to give thanks and praise to God for making sure that both shows sold out and both shows were a success. In fact, if you were Ghanaian, you should be proud that 2 shows were held concurrently and they both sold out and people did have a good time. Those who wanted to go see Stonebwoy, Familia, Ara, the J, and Magix went to see them. And those who wanted to go see R2B's King Paluta and All of the Boy did well to also go for the concert at the O2 Indigo. Now, many of you are looking to draw audience size and capacity size of venues and whatnot. I don't give a hoot about those things because the most important thing is these 2 shows did what they had to do. But I'm a bit disappointed. I'm a bit disappointed because of the conversations that preceded these shows. You see, I personally think that those conversations were not necessary. And I've seen most of you trying to say or push the envelope of, oh, we can do this at the O2 Arena. You may have to hold your horses. You may have to hold your horses because the conversations that preceded these 2 shows alone tells you that we are not ready for a show at the O2 Arena, at least not now. Because the same things that are setting us back as an industry is what we are looking to export outside this country. The backbiting, the envy, perhaps the jealousy, perhaps even the hatred, the lack of unity. And you might think I'm talking about the artists. I'm also sending a word to the promoters in these countries. If you think the artists are the only ones who are not united, think again, especially outside Ghana. The promoters outside Ghana, and I'm talking to the promoters in the UK and the US, they are the ones that need to get this message. They are the ones that need to come together and not see it as a competition. Because to be very honest, none of you can compete with our Nigerian brothers and sisters when it comes to the promotion aspect. I have sat down and I've watched carefully and have realized that everybody wants to be a hero as a promoter. Everybody wants to be a hero. If I am not the one promoting this concert, I'm not the one promoting this show, it's not going to happen. It's going to flop. That is what the problem is. It's not just the Ghanaian artist. The Ghanaian artists may have their problems, but you can't tell me that the whole ecosystem, 5 or 3 top Ghanaian artists are not talking to each other or are not friends. Even Joey B and Papi Kojo have made up and they've played shows together. At the end of the day, it's business. The crux of the matter is that promoters in the US, in the UK, in every part of the world, they call themselves promoters. They need to come together and stop this competitive shadow they have created around the possibilities of Ghanaian music being held in top venues or high capacity venues. We need to stop it. It's not just the artist. I'm not going to delve into the conversation of why should one have a show on this particular day and on the same day another artist. I'm not going to delve into that conversation. I'm sure that conversation has been exhausted. I am talking about the possibilities after what has just happened. The sky is big for everyone, right? The sky is big for everyone. For me, I am very happy that both shows got their audiences and they were able to give both audiences a good show. All of the comments and the remarks that have come from both shows clearly tell that, both shows did what they had to do. You hear the fans calling for, and every time a Ghanaian, you see, that's a funny thing. Every time a Ghanaian goes to do a show at maybe an O2 Indigo or maybe, in this case, Stonebwoy doing at the Shepherd Bush Empire, or anywhere that has perhaps 1,500 to 2,000 capacity, we say, oh, we cancel the O2 Arena. Fair enough. It's a good ambition. It's a great ambition. But I'm saying that the onus does not lie only on the artist. It lies on or in the camp of the promoters abroad. Those who know what I'm talking about. Y'all need to put your egos aside. Those who have been around for a very long time should give way and give room for the younger ones to join forces. And the younger ones who have come through should also make room for direction because Nyansa and Nibaku for you. And for those of you who mock the aspect of the capacity that our stars are doing or our A-list artists are doing, I don't have anything to say to you because you clearly don't understand what's going on. And to the artists, I think it's time to identify people who can plug your music beyond your local community in the Western world. I think it's time to find pluggers because in the music industry, we have what we call pluggers. These pluggers are at the beck and call of labels. But there are some independent pluggers that have tailor-made services to plug your music in certain communities, especially when you check your back end and you see where your songs are being played. We've talked about this extensively. I think we've shared so many theses. In fact, we've talked about what is possible, what is not possible, and so on and so forth. And sometimes it gets jarring. If Ghana's music would make the headlines, bigger headlines, the promoters must come together to have one big show. 2 years from today, Ghana will be 70 years. So I'm putting this word across. Whoever has the ear, let him hear that you cannot do it alone. There is power in numbers. So the unity should not only be preached amongst the artists, it should be preached amongst the promoters. Don't wish ill of another promoter's show because an artist decided to go with it, especially if the promoter is a young promoter. It's time for us to come together. And this coming together is not just unity to one group of people or unity in one group of people. We are talking about unity in the ecosystem. For those of you especially who are based abroad. And these conversations of sabotage and, we need to stop it. We need to stop it. Whoever you are and wherever you are, you need to stop that nonsense. We don't need all of this right now. We don't need it. We need to eradicate that syndrome of the main character. At the end of the day, you're looking for the headlines, aren't you? You're looking for a nationalistic story. And within that nationalistic story, everybody will definitely see and know who the hero is. So I hope these events that happened concurrently have taught us lessons beyond what preceded the shows. I don't care what artist it is. Don't you guys realize what we can do when we come together? I mean, can't you guys see it? The reason why we need to come together is because we are not enough. Demographically, we are not enough. We don't have the numbers. Okay? Unlike our cousins, who are hundreds of thousands of people in the various countries across the world. So when we say we are coming together, it shouldn't just be a small group of people. It should be everybody. I think this was a dare. This was a challenge to both promoters. For Alodia and Akwaba UK, I probably wouldn't even give them the loudest applause because this is something they do every year. It's something they look forward to every year. It's something that the fans in the diaspora community look forward to every year in the UK. I will give the loudest applause to Stonebwoy because he had to defy odds, one. He had to face his fears of doing the show against the norm. It hasn't happened before, where an artist, I stand to be corrected. If it's happened before, kindly correct me in the comments, but to see an artist headline his show as part of his tour, right? As against a national show that has been running for 20 plus years, or perhaps, more than a decade, or almost 2 decades now. So the loudest applause will go to Stone, but the loudest applause will go to the fans who showed up for him. But I think it's embarrassing. It's sad that the conversations that preceded these shows may have put a dent on the glory. This would have been a clean sweep, would have been a very nice, personally, I don't know who ever started this sabotage conversation. I don't know who started. Last I saw was a conversation that Stonebwoy had with Adeshope. And for me, I'm not proud of what Stonebwoy did in that interview because for the first time, Stone did not cover our nakedness as Ghanaians. But I can understand where he's coming from. But at the same time too, I felt like, you know what? Just let posterity be the best judge and let the work speak for itself on your behalf. Lastly, Ghana for Monto tickets in term, right? Buy the tickets early. This last minute rush of tickets or even products that are time sensitive, I still don't understand why. I don't know whether it is in our nature to have some level of adrenaline in buying tickets last minute. But I think the solution, like I said earlier, is to make music and appeal to a community that is not just Ghanaian. Then maybe we don't have a problem. Until then, the filling up of the O2 is hinged heavily on the unity of not just the artists, but the promoters too. How they take care of our artists, how they manage our artists when they come into town, how they take care of them. Very, very important. So sometimes you hear, this artist doesn't want to work with this artist because this artist is on the show. You go and check inside. It's just because of hospitality reasons. It has nothing to do with the artist. The artists definitely do have to take responsibility, but I'm having a conversation or I'm touching on something that we rarely talk about. As for the artists coming together and uniting there, you've heard it over and over again. Today, I'm telling you that the promoters in the diaspora, they need to let down their ego and work together. It shouldn't be about, at the end of the day, when it is done, the glory wouldn't just come to you, it will come to the nation. So if you want to fill the O2 arena, this is a message. Take it as a prophecy. But this is a message to y'all. Whether new or old, come together and make it happen. It shouldn't be because it's not your show, Nintendo, you will not help in promotion. You feel me? Yeah. So far as you hear is Ghanaian, add your weight. Because you're not going to be there forever. There are always going to be newbies. So when newbies come into the fray and they don't even know their way around, help them. Help them. Help them. And when you, as a newbie, you come into the fray, it's not now you're coming to disrespect your elders. Don't come and disrespect your elders because you've been able to put together a show. I'm up aside and do. Once again, a big thanks going out to the Ghanaian community or the fans who went out to support both shows, Akwaba UK and Aloda Promotions, Independence Day party, Independence Day concert. Big ups to Stonebwoy, who obviously successfully, I think he becomes the first Ghanaian artist to sell out the Shepherd Bush Empire. Shout outs to him. He definitely would add that to his up and running tour milestones. And we're looking forward to his next city as part of the tour. And we're also looking forward to greater events and concerts in the diaspora. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. My name, of course, is Emmanuel Kwame Sapon, but you know where to find me at Olele Salvador. And I'll see you in the next upload. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.